This is the way.
This is the way. This is the way.
Hey guys, welcome to the channel again, and I got something fun for you today. I have my man Jesse Anderson, or in the sub we have Johan, and yeah, I love Crystal Beast, man. The Crystal Beast is like one of my favorite decks. Actually, one of my first decks. Fun fact. I got into Yu-Gi-Oh when it first came out. I bought a Yu-Gi starter deck. No rhyme or reason. I mean, it was just a bunch of random cards thrown in there. I was playing that. Crystal Beast was my first archetype deck. Like, it was my first theme that I fell in love with. Like the whole, like collecting all 7 gems of the rainbow and summoning this big rainbow dragon. Like, I love that aesthetic. It just kind of sucked for a little bit because it didn't really have great support. So back from like 07 to like most recently, they came out with like really good support. And yeah, this deck does have a fan following. Shout out to the Crystal Beast Facebook group. If you guys aren't in that group, if you guys love Crystal Beast, go to that group. Get the invite, whatever. And it's a lot of good discussion in that group. Shout out to Dread Guy, Neshi. Those are the guys that are really heading and moving the deck forward with different strategies and stuff like that. So shout out to them. And I'm just gonna give you guys my take on what the deck looks like now, what it can do, or what choices I have in the deck. These are my custom tokens that I have. Yep, Jesse Anderson and the Crystal Beast, the Crystal Beast fam. I'm gonna keep those right there for the deck profile. Before we get started, guys, please like and subscribe. Share this video to any Crystal Beast fans that you know of. I definitely want to build the channel up. My goal is 1,000 by the end of this year, and we're chugging along. So also use my TCG player affiliate link down in the description. It definitely helps out the channel, makes me grow. I definitely want to use that to put into the channel, get better equipment, better computer, so I can edit software and stuff like that. It's all for you guys. I definitely want to bring you guys the best of the best. And enough about the yada. We're gonna go ahead and get into the deck. We're gonna start out by going over the monsters. We have, obviously, you need your Crystal Beast Sapphire Pegasus. He is the heart and soul of the deck. These cards came out in an era where once per turn wasn't a thing. So anytime this card is summoned, whether it be special summon or normal summon, you get to set or place a Crystal Beast monster from your hand, graveyard, or deck into the spell and trap card zone. So not once per turn. This card is great. You definitely loop this, probably like 3 times a turn. We definitely have the Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon, one of the newer Crystal Beast monsters that came out. Initially, we only had 7 main deck names. We had Sapphire Pegasus, we had the Mammoth, we had the Tiger, we had the Cat, Turtle, Eagle, and Ruby. So just those 7 names, and I'll be honest with you guys, it was rough for a long time because those cards are pretty much vanillas. Their effects are doo-doo. But this guy, he's really good. So he's a 3,000 attack monster. If a face-up Crystal Beast monster would be engaged in battle, you get to special summon him from your hand to the field. And yeah, he's just a 3,000 body. He's really good that way. Where his effect shines is if he's in the spell and trap card zone, you get to banish him from spell and trap card zone to special summon a Crystal Beast monster from your deck to the field. Its effects are negated, but you also add a Rainbow Dragon. So this is really good because Rainbow Dragon is like, it's like a brick. You don't really want to draw it when you're top decking and stuff like that. So this card allows you to just add it back to your hand. So what's in your hand. You don't have to draw it for later. And it also gets the numbers going because it special summons one from the deck to the field. So yeah, really good card. It definitely added some new combo lines and some new strategies with its release. We are playing the Ruby. Ruby is awesome. Yes, this is a Hobby League Ruby Carbuncle. I feel like you can't really tell the difference. I know that that was like a thing. Like, if you can tell the card, like it's illegal, but I can't really tell the difference. I don't know. People swear by that, but I mean, I'm not there trying to feel the card to cheat or whatever. But whatever. I definitely you definitely need this card as 1. I've seen people bump it up to 2. Just trying to avoid like the Bestial matchups and stuff like that. Because if he does get Bestial, then your Golden Rule is like done. Your numbers are off because you need all 7. So I can see bumping him up to 2. It's just really hard because like you don't really want to brick on them, man. It's just like you want to get him off from the deck on the field by other effects, and sending him to the graveyard to use for the Golden Rule. Yeah, you don't really want to draw him. So, but he's fantastic. His effect says when he special summon in any way, you get to special summon as many from the back row up to the monster zone. So that's almost like a pendulum summon in a sense. It was pendulum summon before pendulum summoning, so it was really, really good. We also have the names. We have the tiger, the mammoth, eagle, tortoise, and we have the cat. So you need these names. I just hope in the future they come out with like more Crystal Beast monsters, like different animals with different gems that do just different things, more up-to-date effects. Because these guys, I mean, I'm gonna go over their effects and you tell me if they're good nowadays. This card says if this card attacks, he gains 400 attack just for that battle. So he's 16, he'll go up to 2,000 during that attack. Not world beater. This card says when another Crystal Beast monster you control is targeted for an attack, you can change that attack target to this card. Okay, so if your opponent is trying to attack over like a Sapphire Pegasus, you can just redirect it to him. Not really great either. This card says once per turn you can target one Crystal Beast card you control, place that target on the top of your deck. Don't know what that's doing for this strategy. It's definitely not helping. It's garbage effect. This one says once per turn you can target one monster you control that attacked this turn, change that target to defense position. Okay, not really helping either. This one is probably like, out of all the effects, this one's probably the most, I guess, the most usable. It says here, this card can attack your opponent directly, but when it uses this effect, any battle damage it inflicts to your opponent is halved. So I can see in a sense where like you're going for time, summon this guy, go to battle, attack over your opponent, you're inflicting 600, and then time is called. Like that's the only effect that I see that would be relevant, and that's not even a good effect either. So yeah, so these all need like either retrains or just new Crystal Beast monsters that come out similar to the Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon that came out. Like if we got like another thing, oh, Crystal Beast fans, if you guys are out there, let me know what you guys think about this. See, I had a thought, like, what if they made Crystal Beast monsters that were pertaining to Rainbow Dragon? Like, what if we got like a Crystal Beast Rainbow Egg or something like that that evolved into like a different stage? Like, there's like one more stage like below this one, but like it does things to kind of progress your game state. So that way, it's not like messing with like the older names, because these are iconic, right? Like, I can possibly see like Konami not wanting to completely like retrain these because these are classic monsters, but maybe just add different things that would help out the deck, but like not really mess up with these names or anything like that. So that's just a thought I had. Like, what if we got like a Crystal Beast Rainbow Egg that like eventually hatched into like this monster or something like that? I don't know. It's just a thought. I thought it would be cool, but let me know what you guys think about that. Anyway, we're going to continue. We have the 2 Rainbow Dragon for, searching and stuff like that. We definitely want to not open with one. Like, if we ran one and we opened with one, then this card will be shut off because you have to add the Rainbow Dragon from deck. So I'm running 2 just in the event that I do open up one. I do still have one in the deck to use his effect to add the last one. So we have the 2 Rainbow Dragons. We have the Crystal Master. Crystal Master is actually really, really cool. You get to tribute this card, add a Ultimate Crystal Monster, which is the Rainbow Dragon, or you can add any Crystal Spell or Trap card. So this card, really, really good. I was actually thinking about bumping it up. Let me know what you guys think. Should I run maybe more than one of these? I think one is fine. I think because you can send it off of the Burning Abyss link, and then you can bring it back with what's that card? You can bring it back with either the what's the link? Sorry, hang on, guys. Dugaris, or you can bring it off the Gaga Magician. So yeah, so he's really good. You only really need him just to search for like your spell trap cards. We have the Gamecill. As you guys can see, yes, we are on the Infinite Negate, Gamecill Kaiju Waterfront build. This card is really, really good. And we also have the Springins package. You just run just these 2 Springin monsters, just to kind of get your names in there to go into the link for, I forget its name. Man, I'm really bad with names today, guys. We go into the Yugioh Skull Dread. That's the name. Yeah, that's the name. We're gonna go into our spell cards now. We have the 3 Rainbow Bridge of the Heart. This card is like definitely needed. It's the best card in the deck, I would say. You destroy a Crystal Beast card from your hand or field, and you get to search for a Crystal's spell card, a spell or trap card. So this card is really good because if, let's say, you summon a Crystal Beast, you get to use its effect to pop it. It goes in the spell and trap card zone. Then you add a Crystal spell card. It also gives you another normal summon in your turn for Crystal Beast. So really good. This card is definitely needed. It speeds up the deck by a mile. We have the 3 Crystal Bond. Crystal Bond is insane. So what this does is you get to add a Crystal Beast monster from your deck to your hand, and then you also get to place one. So it's like a +1, so it's great. We also have the Golden Rule. Golden Rule, like I said, it special summons Ruby to the field. Well, not Ruby specifically, but that's the target that you want to special summon. You summon the Ruby from like your graveyard or your hand or whatever, and then you get to place 2 Crystal Beasts from your deck to your spell and trap card zone. So that also speeds it up. And then Ruby's effect is going to activate when it's summoned to special summon the 2 that you placed. So it's just a swarm. This card is insane. We have the Rainbow Bridge as well. Rainbow Bridge has the easiest effect in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! It says add 1 Crystal spell or trap card from your deck to your hand. That's all it does. That's all it needs to do. It is really strong just by doing that because this deck has so many power spells. It can search either one of those. So this card is great. And then we also have Awakening of the Crystal Ultimates. This card is great too. This came out in the structure deck. This card says reveal 1 Ultimate Crystal monster, which is like your Rainbow Dragon, in your hand. Then you can activate one of these effects. If you control an Ultimate Crystal monster, you get to activate 1 or 2 of these effects in sequence instead of if you do not reveal it. You can take 1 Rainbow Bridge or 1 Rainbow Refraction from your deck to your hand, and either add it to your hand or send it to the graveyard. So what I like to do is I like to either add this. I like to add this card if I don't already have it, or I can send the trap card to the graveyard, and then that'll plus me as well. And I'll go over the trap card when I get to it. But the other effect as well is you can also activate this to special summon a Crystal Beast monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard, or spell and trap card zone. So this card is really flexible, really cool, and it's a quick play too. So you can chain it to stuff. You can dodge things like that. The last crystal spell that I have is Crystal Beacon. What do you guys think about this? I run it as a tech card. Sometimes I don't even see it in my deck, and I don't even search it because there's other better crystal spell cards to search. Let me know what you guys are doing. Are you guys running this at all? Should I cut this or not? Let me know down in the comment section below. Those are the crystal spell cards. I'm gonna go over my non-engine. We have the Forbidden Droplet to break boards. We have the Foolish Burial of Goods to send the Crystal's trap card, which I'll go over that as well. Instant Fusion. We have the Springin spell card that lets you extend and have all 4 of them on board, so we can go into the Yugioh. We have the Kaiju Waterfront and the Necro Valley as our 2 field spells. Necro Valley is really clutch this format because it stops a lot of graveyard effects. It stops Snake Eyes from bringing stuff back or whatever. The Kaiju Waterfront, you definitely want to have this on board with your Gamma Seal to have infinite negates. It's not infinite negates, but it's a lot of negates. And we also have the Call By, and we have the Talents as well. So I was contemplating running Thrust in the deck because obviously you have so many power spells in this deck. Like pretty much all your Crystal Beast cards are like normal spell cards and stuff like that. So I was thinking about running a Talents, a Triple Tactics Thrust in the deck because it can get you any of those spell cards, and I feel like that's needed and stuff. But I definitely run that in the side deck for sure because it definitely helps you with getting out like clutch trap cards and stuff like that. You can just set to your field, and then when it goes back to your opponent, you activate that trap card, and then it helps you bring the turn back to you, and then you can kind of OTK or progress through your combo that way. The last 2 trap cards that I have are the Crystal Miracle and the Rainbow Bridge of Salvation. So what this card does is when it's in the graveyard, you get to banish it, to add a crystal piece card or a field spell. It adds any field spell in the game. So that's why I have those two cards, because depending on the situation, I get to either add the Kaiju field spell, or I get to add the Necro Valley, just depending on what I'm going up against. But this card is really good. You just need it as a one-of. You have plenty of ways to send it to the graveyard. And then we have the Crystal Miracle, which is your counter trap card. It's your Omni Negate. You only need one because you can search it with the Rainbow Bridge. You can search it from the Rainbow Bridge of the Heart. A whole bunch of stuff that can search this card. You just need it at one. If it goes off once, then you're going to win on the crack deck anyway. So those are our main deck, monsters, spells, and traps. This is a 47 card deck, I believe. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but I think it's 47. This is the extra deck now. The extra deck is where it gets spicy. This is a toolbox deck, right? So your extra deck is just your supplement, because you put up a whole bunch of level 4s on the field. You can link, you can do whatever. So we're gonna go over that. We have the two fusions of the deck. We have the Millenniumize Restrict for the instant fusion. We also have the Ultimate Crystal Rainbow Dragon Overdrive. This card is great. If you have 7, if you summoned it using 7 or more different Crystal Beast monsters with different names, you get to go ahead and it gains 7,000 attacks, so it's at 11,000. And it also has an effect that you contribute it to special summon as many, you tribute it to shuffle everything on the field into the deck, and then you special summon as many Crystal Beast monsters that are banished to your spell or to your monster zone. So this can go for some really crazy OTKs. You can just tribute it, wipe up the field, special summon. Let's say you have your Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon, which is 3,000. You have like your 2 Sapphires, that's 36. A Mammoth and an Eagle, that's already well more than game. So yeah, so this card can come in clutch. That's the two fusions. We have our Xyz, we have Dugaris, we have Abyss Dweller, we have the Gagaga Magician, we have Baguska, and then we also have our Springens cards here. So yeah, so Dugaris, you get to, it has 3 modes. It says you can detach 2 materials, you can activate one of these effects. Skip your next draw phase, you draw 2 cards and then discard 1. You can skip your next main phase 1, special summon 1 monster from your graveyard in defense position, or you can skip the battle phase of your next turn, also double the attack of 1 monster you control until the end phase. So like, you can choose one of those effects, and yeah. We have the Abyss Dweller and the Baguska are essentially like your pseudo floodgates to kind of help you so you live. The Gaga Magician says you get to detach 1 material from this card, target 1 Xyz monster in your graveyard, and special summon it, but its effects are negated. So those are pretty cool effects there. We have the Springens. This package lets you get 4 monsters with different names on the field. So you can go into Saryuja and then you draw 4. So that's what this package is for. Nothing else really. Those are the Xyz. We have the Link monsters. We have the Cherubini, and we have these guys here. So let's go ahead and talk about these. So we have Cherubini. If let's say you have 2 level 3s on board, let's say a Ruby and a Cat, you get to link into this, send the last level 3, which is a Tortoise. So that's just another way to get all names in the grave. IP into SP. This combo is really good. We have the Ib. I do have the Secret Village in my side deck. Just in case I'm going up against a spell heavy deck. This card can be my spellcaster with the spellcaster field spell. So that's another kind of like floodgate, and then it can't be destroyed. It can't be destroyed by battle card effects. So even if they try to attack over it, she has 18 attacks, so it's really hard for them to out this card. Saryuja lets you draw 4, put 3 back, so you kind of get to like sift through your hand and stuff like that, see what you want. We also have the World Zealantis. This card, you use this card as material to go into this guy. Then this guy can pretty much reset the board. So let's say you have him with a Ruby and a Sapphire Pegasus. You get to banish them, make them come back, their effects reset, and get to activate it again. So this card is really cool. And then we have the Apo. I'm playing it until it gets banned, this card. People saying that it should get banned. It is strong. But like I don't know what Crystal Beast would do without this card, honestly, because it helps out so much. And if this card gets banned, I guess we'll be like an SP Turbo deck at this point, or maybe draw with the Gamma Seal. I guess we'll see how that goes. I hope not, but this card is really good for that. That is the extra deck, guys. You know, let me know what you guys think about this deck. It's a really fun deck. I think Jesse Anderson would be proud of this deck to see, you know, what we've done with it, how we've progressed Crystal Beast up until this point. You know, again, shout out to Neshi, shout out to Dread Guy. You guys just continue to push the envelope and, you know, push Crystal Beast forward. So please like and comment and subscribe, guys. This is Brandon Lorian signing out, and remember, this is the way.